This is Max Chiz, a pro boxing fan. I'm glad we're joined for the second time by Mark Tibbs today. I just sent you off camera as a boxing fan. It's tiring work almost right now. Like I said, we had the big fight last night with Crockett Donovan, then we had Canelo Crawford. I know you said that you didn't miss some of it, but what you did catch, talk to me through what you saw last night.
Well, I managed to put the big fight on from Vegas, Crawford Canelo this morning,
Mm.
and yeah, I gave an interview just before yesterday, a couple of days ago. A little while back when I was talking of the fight.
Mm.
Always fancied Canelo being the naturally bigger guy, but as I weighed things up, I said, very recently, a couple of days ago, I wouldn't be surprised who wins because you know, as you get older, you naturally get bigger and thicker, and he's a superior boxer, Crawford, and it proved last night what a good boxer always beats a good fighter, and he was what I saw of it this morning, a very intelligent game plan by Crawford, and something you wouldn't expect anything less, and just just boxed him up, Canelo. Yeah, it was a good fight to watch, and yeah, it was. Change of the guard now.
Yeah, 100%. And like I just said, I just got off the phone with Duke McKenzie. I asked him a similar question. I wanted to ask you as a trainer. Obviously, we know the talent of Canelo, we know the talent of Terence Crawford, but not only the challenge of Canelo, we had the challenge of moving up two weight classes, pretty much three after the Madrimov one. And even like the location of the fight you have in Vegas, it's a very Mexican crowd. How much of a challenge was the fight, the almost the obstacles, the stuff outside of the ring, the weight jump, the location, everything? How much of a challenge and how much of credit is this win?
Well, listen, he's the face of boxing, isn't he, Canelo? I mean,
Mm.
he's the salesman. He brings everything. He's the he's one of the all time greats over the years. But styles make fights, and Canelo's style was just his little bit more movement, and he wasn't running away, but he was boxing on the back foot, coming off the line at times, and just inches, mate, inches, just boxed him up. As I say, quality. And yeah, like you say, it was in Vegas, a Mexican presence, and all of that. It was all set up for Canelo, and we all expected Canelo, but a lot of boxing guys always said they wouldn't be surprised who wins.
Yeah, definitely. And we
Good,
always
good. Just because, like, as what's his name? Blimey. What's his name? The winner.
Crawford.
Crawford. Crawford's matured over the years. I said before and I said it again when I watched Crawford fight and Dongo. I was ringside back in Nebraska, many years ago, and I think Shakur Stevens made his debut, or it was his second pro fight.
Hmm.
So it's making me feel old. But when I saw him there against Ndongo, the way he took him apart, beautiful counter puncher. And as he's gone on in the years, he's matured, worked his craft, stayed in the game, and obviously, he's carried that weight up to super middle. Magnificent, magnificent.
Yeah, 100%. And I saw Canelo before the fight was questioning Terrence's resume, saying you've not fought an elite fighter. And I know we always hear stuff of, oh, so and so is better than a retired fighter. You can't really compare them. But now for Terence Crawford's legacy, a win over Canelo Alvarez, like you say, the face of the sport, and he is a great of the sport, Canelo. How big is that, and how much, again, of a credit to Crawford's career now? Do you think he really will get the credit that he deserves?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's always got the credit amongst real boxing people, but yeah,
Mm.
for sure. Now he's done the man. I mean, the game plan to beat Canelo was it was many years ago with Mayweather, and how fleet-footed he was, and whatnot. I mean, Crawford ain't like Mayweather, but he adopted the same sort of tactic sort of thing. Yeah, but no, Crawford is he's up there with the pound for pound greats, that's for sure. And he was, and he is now. That's cemented it. And I hear there's going to be a rematch, right? Is that right?
I'm not sure. I hadn't heard that, but I'd be
Oh,
open
well,
to it. I wouldn't say no.
it's been a tough weekend for me myself. I've had a lot on. I
Yeah.
had my guy Joel Bartel. He won a Commonwealth Youth at York Hall last night, and it was I was really over the moon for him. I feel he's been with me for about 4 or 5 years, but I asked him yesterday how long he's been a pro. He's been a pro with myself since since he turned pro. And he said 2.5 years. I went, what? And everyone around me felt like he was longer. But anyway, sorry, I've got off the subject. Go on, mate.
It's all right, mate. And like I said, I'm not going to keep you long, so I just want to touch on one of your fighters. And I'm quite proud to say this. Every time someone asked me who the first boxer I interviewed was, it was Giorgio Visioli, and it's a good name to have as a first name. He's got his American debut coming up, and like again, prospects, and Giorgio is a fantastic prospect. But going overseas, going over the pond, fighting in America, how good is this for? He is at his early stage of his career, but how good of it at this time?
It's fantastic, fantastic seasoning for Giorgio Visioli. I mean, you've probably heard about the trip we went to Vegas. I
Mm.
knew that would have been a good trip for him. We managed to get some sponsorship and bring him over there with us, me and Johnny Fisher at the time, and he ticked some boxes there, mate. More than I expected. Like he really shone over there. So he's had that experience and he's been there before, and he lives and breathes boxing. Giorgio Visioli is very, very good attention to detail. He's got a good fight. I believe this will be his best fight to date, his toughest fight to date against a guy called James Wilkins. About 16 fights. He ain't a bad puncher either. He fights like a typical American and Mexican sort of thing. But it's going to be a good fight for him, and like you said, it's a great opportunity for him to such a young in his career. It's such a good opportunity for him. Big up to Matchroom Boxing for presenting him with that and investing in him. And yeah, he's got it all, Giorgio, but he's got to keep his feet on the ground and keep chipping away. And yeah, it's going to be a good fight.
100%. Well, Matt, like I said, I don't want to take any more of your time. I do really, really appreciate it today.